Hello everyone, Sangeeta here. Let us have a revision on tryptophan metabolism. So from this tryptophan metabolism, so far these three questions have been asked in university. That is, question number 1, specialized products from tryptophan for 5 marks. Hartnupp's disease, then 2 mark question. This Hartnup for 2 or 3 mark. Then name the vitamin and amino acid formed from tryptophan for 2 mark. So the third question I can answer in this slide itself. The vitamin which synthesized from tryptophan is niacin, and the amino acid which synthesized from tryptophan is alanine. Okay, which can ask for a 1 or 2 mark question. And in addition to this, some other question also can be asked from tryptophan metabolism, like carcinoid tumor, another inborn error of metabolism associated with the tryptophan for 2 or 3 marks can be asked. Then even a clinical case, like by explaining the symptoms of either Hartnup disease or carcinoid syndrome, and associated question from the tryptophan metabolism, or sometimes in addition to the tyrosine metabolism, these questions also can be covered. Okay, the biologically important compound synthesized from tryptophan. The answer, if you are enumerating this question, around 8 products are synthesized from tryptophan, like alanine, acetoacetyl coenzyme, formyl group, that is 1 carbon unit, niacin, and serotonin and melatonin, hydroxyindolacetic acid, which is an excretory product, and indican, which is again an excretory product. Last two, hydroxyindolacetic acid and indican, are the bacterial decomposition product of tryptophan. So before moving to the special products synthesized, specifically we have seen niacin, serotonin, melatonin, etc. We should have a brief revision on metabolism of tryptophan. So first of all, tryptophan undergoing oxidation to N-formyl kynurenine by the enzyme tryptophan pyrrolase, or which is also known as tryptophan oxygenase enzyme. It requires coenzyme NADH or NADPH. And the nicotinic acid derivative, which is a special product synthesized from the tryptophan, that itself can inhibit the tryptophan pyrrolase enzyme. Second, the N-formyl kynurenine is converted to kynurenine by removal of a formyl group. Removal of a formyl group from N-formyl kynurenine. Further, kynurenine metabolized to 3-hydroxykynurenine by kynurenine hydroxylase. Second and third step enzyme is not mentioned there, but the enzymes are kynurenine form amylase, then kynurenine hydroxylase. Now, this 3-hydroxykynurenine is converted to 3-hydroxyanthranoic acid and alanine by the enzyme kynureninase enzyme. This enzyme is very important. This kynureninase enzyme, which requires pyridoxal phosphate as coenzyme. So here 3-hydroxykynurenine splits up by kynureninase enzyme to two product, alanine and 3-hydroxyanthranoic acid. So if there is deficiency of PLP, that is pyridoxal phosphate, vitamin B6 deficiency occurs, this what will happen, kynurenine will be converted as xanthorenic acid or xanthorenin, and which will be excreted through the urine. Then further, from this 3-hydroxyanthranoic acid which undergoing decarboxylation, forming the vitamin niacin, that is through NAD pathway, which can be converted to NAD and NADP, or this 3-hydroxyanthranoic acid can convert it to finally acetyl coenzyme through a number of steps. This is the overall metabolism of tryptophan. So this pathway which explains the synthesis of active form of niacin, that is NAD, by specifically in an enzyme quinolinate phosphoribosyl transferase enzyme. Quinolinate phosphoribosyl transferase enzyme, which converts this niacin into its active form as NMN and NAD. So we have seen already 3-hydroxyandroanilic acid converted into quinolinic acid which undergoing decarboxylation to form niacin. Niacin combined with phosphoribosyl pyrophosphate to form nicotinamide mononucleotide. The enzyme is quinolinate phosphoribosyl transferase. Then by addition or hydrolysis of ATP, it formed NMN converted into des-amido NAD+. Then further combined with glutamic acid, glutamine, and itself converted into glutamic acid, and ATP, hydrolysis of ATP, this amido NAD plus converted into NAD plus, that is nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide, which explains the synthesis of niacin from or niacin derivative from the tryptophan. Now another biologically important compounds are serotonin and melatonin. Here tryptophan first oxidized to hydroxytryptophan by the enzyme tryptophan hydroxylase enzyme and requires tetrahydrobiopterin as cofactor. This reaction is almost similar to the reaction of phenylalanine hydroxylase enzyme. Here also tryptophan undergoing oxidation in presence of molecular oxygen in presence of tetrahydrobiopterin to form 5-hydroxytryptophan. Further, which undergoing a decarboxylation reaction to form 5-hydroxytryptamine, that is our serotonin. This enzyme which requires pyridoxal phosphate. Further, this 5-hydroxytryptamine can be undergoing acetylation followed by methylation. Addition of acetyl coenzyme A followed by methylation. Methyl group is donated by SAM. It forms finally melatonin. The enzymes are acetylase and methyl transferase enzyme, and we are getting the another product melatonin here. So in this pathways which explains the synthesis of serotonin and melatonin. And in between we can see another thing that this serotonin by enzyme monoamino oxidase, that is the catabolist serotonin is a transient product immediately which can be converted into 5-hydroxyindole acetic acid by the enzyme monoamino oxidase. The importance of HIAA will be explained under carcinoid tumor. Now the two main inborn errors of metabolism associated with tryptophan metabolism are Hartnup disease and carcinoid syndrome. Hartnup disease is actually an inborn error of metabolism associated with the tryptophan metabolism. So the name is given as Hartnup disease because it is all reported in the family of Hartnup and thereby given the name disease as Hartnup disease. Here the defect is in the intestinal and renal transport of tryptophan and other neutral amino acids and leads to tryptophan deficiency. And tryptophan deficiency can ultimately lead to deficient synthesis of niacin and serotonin. So obviously when there is deficiency of niacin, pellagra-like symptoms may appear. And because of the decreased synthesis of serotonin, that will be responsible for the neurological symptoms. Sometimes the mental retardation, all this can be occur. And in addition to that, there will be urinary excretion of amino acid. Amino aciduria occurs because decreased reabsorption of this neutral amino acid. So there will be urinary loss of alanine, serine, threonine, asparagine, phenylalanine, tyrosine, tryptophan, so and so. All the neutral amino acid can be excreted through the urine. And sometimes what will happen, the unabsorbed tryptophan remaining in the intestine, which is metabolized by the intestinal bacteria and can be converted into indole acetic acid and indole pyruvic acid. This also can be excreted through the urine. So this is all about the Hartnup disease. So remember, the major defect is that due to the defective transport of intestinal reabsorption of renal transport of tryptophan. So that is regarding Hartnup disease. So Hartnup disease, symptoms are a red, scaly rash resembling the rash of pellagra and usually photosensitive. Cerebellar ataxia can be there, it leads to seizures and all. Headache, persistent headache may be there. Then muscular discomfort, psychological disturbances, generalized neutral, aminoaciduria, diarrhea, etc. are the symptoms of Hartnup disease. The diagnosis is usually we can analyze the presence of amino acid through chromatography and also can estimate the presence of indole acetic acid and indole pyruvic acid in the urine sample of Hartnup disease. And one more test, Obermeyer test. Obermeyer test is a test to analyze the presence of this indole acetic acid and indole pyruvic acid, urinary indican test, which is an indication of intestinal toxemia and overgrowth of anaerobic bacteria. Obermeyer test is that urine sample of patient with this Hartnup disease or any other disorders associated with tryptophan metabolism plus Obermeyer reagent, which is ferric chloride dissolved in hydrochloric acid and chloroform. If a clear solution occurs or seen, it means a negative test, or once the test done, an opaque or indigo color which indicates a positive result. The normal level of indican excretion is 4 to 20 milligram per deciliter. Another disease is carcinoid syndrome. Carcinoid syndrome or carcinoid tumor is a serotonin secreting neoplasm usually developed from argindarphine cells which distributed throughout the GIT or biliary tract, gallbladder, pancreatic ducts and bronchial tree. Uncontrolled growth develops tumor called malignant carcinoid or argendaphinoma. So normal tryptophan metabolism is getting affected here. The synthesis of niacin or NAD+ is getting impaired, so that pellagra-like symptoms may occur. And usually what will happen? Usually only 1% of tryptophan is converted to serotonin. But in carcinoid, greater than 60% of tryptophan is converted into serotonin production. So serotonin synthesis increases up to greater than 40 milligram per deciliter. So the clinical symptoms of carcinoid symptoms are prominent cutaneous flushing, then bronchial constriction which leads to respiratory distress, bronchospasm, then diarrhea may be there, right-sided heart failure, fluctuating hypertension. And individuals usually have increased urinary excretion of 5-hydroxyindole acetic acid. So we have seen what is 5-hydroxyindole acetic acid. Before moving to that, these are the symptoms which explaining in one figure: flushing, cardiac disease, diarrhea, dermatitis, abdominal pain, bronchoconstriction, etc. And importance of urinary excretion of 5-hydroxyindole acetic acid. The level of 5-HIAA will be very much high in case of carcinoid disease. Usually greater than 25 milligram per day. So this urine collected after stopping all medications for 72 hours, because dietary sources of HIA are banana, red plum, pineapple, tomatoes, cough syrup. All these should be avoided for a few days before the urine collection. Random fresh urine sample should be collected. Normal excretion is 2 to 7 milligram per deciliter for HIAA. Urinary level greater than 25 milligram per deciliter, which is an indication of presence of metastatic carcinoid tumor. That's it. This is all about tryptophan metabolism and questions associated from the tryptophan metabolism. Thank you.